The fundamental duties. We only always talk about the rights of our Indian citizenship, but we should also talk about our duties. Duties are our responsibilities towards our country. We have about 11 fundamental duties that have been clearly mentioned in the A part of the 4th chapter under the 51A clause of our constitution. We should always give respect to our duties, and we should be doing the duties towards our country. The next point which is coming up here is the directive principles of the state policy. See, it's purely implemented in the 4th schedule of our constitution. These principles have been adopted from the Irish constitution. These principles have been adopted from the Irish constitution. They are the basis for the establishment of social and economical equality. It's purely on the basis of the principles required for the administration of the country. And one thing it's been clearly mentioned in it, the government cannot be questioned by the Court of Justice if it does not implement. And when the government frame new laws, it should pay attention to these principles. So it's been given in the directive principles in state policy. The next is independent and the centralized judiciary system. I mean, our Supreme Court is there in Delhi, and it's very independent. Whatever the judgment given by it purely for the respect of people. It's neither the legislature nor the executive has a right to interfere with the working of the judiciary. The court have the authority to give the bold judgment in order to protect the rights of the people. And the Supreme Court is the highest court in India, and all the high courts and the subordinate courts functions under it. The next is single citizenship. We might have seen everybody has a passport. Most of them we have a passport, right? The Constitution makes the provision for the single citizenship. It means the narrow-mind provisionalism, and it promote nationalism. The citizens of this country have the same rights irrespective of their birthplace or the residence. Equal rights. The legislature possesses the power to frame the rules in this matter. Adult franchise means everybody in India today who is above 18 years has a right to vote, has a right to select their leaders by voting. Here, bicameral legislature means our parliamentary system has a two type of house. The central legislature is called parliament. The parliament consists of two houses. One is the lower house, upper house. Lower house we call it as Lok Sabha. Upper house we call it as Rajya Sabha. The upper house is in red carpet and the lower house is in green carpet. Next is party system. You might have seen in our India many parties are there. In every state at least 6 to 7 leading parties will be there, right? So these are some of the parties in the picture, and along with their symbols of the political parties. You can see that here. Political parties are the pillars of the democracy, and there is a multi-party system in India. And the party which wins the majority of votes in general election becomes the ruling party, whereas the rest will be the opposition parties. Right, students? So these are the 13 salient features of our Indian Constitution. I want you to read this, revise this, understand this, and write your explanatory notes of that. And if you are writing the features of the Constitution, you can write just the headings. You need not write the explanations of that. The 13 headings, whatever we have discussed so far, I want you to write that. If you have any doubts, please reach out to me at a Google Classroom app. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and keep your learning button on. Thank you so much, students. Allah Hafiz.